Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are live here, and we were just chatting with Ileana. That's why we are laughing, starting this video. Welcome, everyone. Let's see people where are they joining us from. I think Elisa and who was like writing us was that they're waiting uh, for us to join. Eleonora, if you're here, let us know, guys, if you can hear us, if the sound, if the picture is okay in the group. Amazing. How are you, Ileana? Welcome live.
Welcome, everybody. I'm fine, thanks. I'm so excited to speak again about the
You're
ULPS.
so generous. You're so generous because I have, more than 100 people like recently graduated, but it's not that easy, people to give away their knowledge like you do and so generously. So I think it's a great opportunity for those that they're still wondering if this program is for them or if they would like to know from someone else who did it, it's not only me, to join us because Ileana is a graduate of the fully booked translator formula, the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system. She's making 10K months. She's also community manager in our group. She's also in the annual mastermind alumni. So if you can ask someone
Yes, this is the second year already.
yeah, you can definitely talk to Ileana, and I know that many of you joined the program because of Ileana. So definitely, I remember one Italian was that Michela joined us because she really wanted to realize if what I'm telling to people is the reality, and I totally get it. So it's not like I feel so you're listening here because and if you see me, watching the screen here, is because I'm taking care of your messages in different platforms. We're broadcasting right now. We are live on LinkedIn, Facebook group, and YouTube channel. So let me know, guys, if the sound of the picture, can you hear as well? Is the sound okay? So it's not to continue, discussing on our own. Let us know if you can hear us. Sound okay? Are you here, Leonora? We're live. And let's start. Okay, I see 7 people already. So let us know. Looking forward. Okay, Leonora, anyone? Are you here live with us? Let us know. 7 people joining us on LinkedIn only. Okay, so let's start with a brief description of you, Liana. Even if many people they know you, very well-known Italian translator already. But a few words about you. You are also a member of the Ask Your Mentor Anything Live series. You've been participating and giving speeches about portfolio creation and marketing tips. So maybe many people they know you from that. But a brief description of your business model, your background, and then we get into the topic, your experience, your success stories, how you were able to make 10K months, and how you've been using target portfolios because you're doing it in such a master. You are a master of that. It was a suggestion of mine. It's always included in the program, to create target portfolios, but you've taken to another level, and many people might be very, very interested learning about you. So let's start with a short description, then we go.
So briefly, I'm Ileana. I am a freelance translator since 2006. And I am the owner and founder of my translation business. And during the pandemic, I experienced a crisis due to the cancellation of many live events and the exhibitions, because I am both a translator and also a consecutive interpreter. And so I decided that I had to do something to change my business and to find new clients in order to solve the situation in which I was stuck. And so that's why I decided to enroll into the fully booked translator formula. And during the program, I had some of my results. And then in September of the same year, I also took part into the ULPS, into the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. And through this method, I reached so many nice clients.
Mm-hmm.
And since then, since let's say half of my career, let's say, I also started to outsourcing some projects. And so I became, let's say, from a solopreneur into I became a little boutique agency, let's say.
Wow, amazing. And also we had a live about how you prepare your annual year just to reach your revenue. So if you missed that live, guys, Ileana explains her business plan and how she does that with her accountant. So maybe if you're an Italian translator, you can relate, or either any kind of translator freelancer who would like to grow. So there is a live on my YouTube channel and in the Mentoring for Translator group in the video section, where you can see how she plans her business plan. So we explain to you how you can plan ahead. And yesterday there was an amazing live. Many of you were active in the group about the pricing and how you can set up your pricing model to reach six-figure business. So you can watch it on LinkedIn, my YouTube channel, and in the Mentoring for Translator group. You can always go to the tabs, media, videos, and you can find the most recent one was the yesterday's video. Amazing, Ileana. So many things. I'm all, it's not the right question to ask, but I know that some of people, it's very common question. So let's start with some common questions that I get. And since you have the experience, maybe you can start explaining that. And then at the end, stay tuned because Ileana is going to tell you how to use target portfolios and the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system for your own freelance business or boutique agency to start getting clients on demand on a weekly basis like she does. So thank you for joining us live. And let me know where you're watching me from. I'm always curious in the chat. Okay, so yesterday we had people from Iran. What was it? The other California. So many people. So let's start, Ileana, with the most common, because you've been in both programs, Fully Booked Translator Formula and the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. Most people, they're asking, should I get first into the Fully Booked Translator Formula and then go for the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, or to make that easier for you? What do you think were the main advantages and takeaways of both programs? Because both programs are very, helpful. But since this year it's not going to happen again, the Fully Booked Translator Formula, maybe people, they can benefit, at the same time for joining the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, because both of those 3-month group programs are comprehensive, which means that they have a starting point and an end point. And even if you might be in any other program of mine, you can always take advantage of redoing, the marketing exercises in a different aspect, and also get to know many, many different things of the other participants' insights. So there's always something new you can learn, even if you have been in any other of my programs. So what is your main takeaway from both programs, the Fully Booked Translator Formula and the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System?
Well, for me, the main problem was that I had some experience already when the pandemic, when I decided to enroll into these programs. And yes, for me, it was extremely useful because I understood how to have an ideal client and how to target my for example, my CVs, my cover letters, and so on, in order to address that specific client. So that was probably my main problem, and also the change of mindset, of course, because thanks to that, I completely changed my ideas and my perspective. Whereas, for example, for the as far as the ULPS is concerned, it is more targeted on the research of clients. But of course, yes, both of them are, I would say comprehensive and complete. So you can get the most out of both of them, I think.
So it really depends on what's your starting point and what you would like to get. But I think that you join the Fully Booked Translator Formula just to have some of your marketing material ready and to get unstuck because of the COVID back then. And then you join again the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System to get to know more, even if LinkedIn is also covered in the Fully Booked Translator Formula, to implement more and to be able to get a step ahead. And that's when we're going to talk about this round. You came up with the idea of creating target portfolios the way that we discussed in the program. I suggest you to create target portfolios, but you took it into the next level with the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. And I think up to now, and correct me if I'm wrong, is your preferred way of getting clients, like using LinkedIn 10 minutes per day with target portfolios. You can explain that better than me, I think.
Yeah, so when I started, and during my studies, of course, so marketing was not included. So I tried to have some, let's say, some courses, but none of them was so efficient and so targeted on my business and on my personal needs. So that's why ULPS was extremely useful for me because I had some hints and some knowledge of marketing, but thanks to the program, I started to implement it and put it into practice. And with the practice, of course, I got the results.
Course, if you don't implement, as I always
Yeah.
mention, even if I create the best strategy for you, if I create the best portfolio, the best cover letter, if you don't use them into practice to get in touch with your clients, to see how they respond, what are the best, let's say, way to get back to them, or what are the most common responses that you get, just to prepare your strategy accordingly, then you will never be ready enough, let's say, to start getting the results. And you will always be waiting for the clients to come to you instead of you creating a strategy that will bring to you on a consistent basis like you do. So can you explain a bit shortly, because I've been mentioning a bit how you've been doing it, but without disclosing, confidential information or the insights or the internal knowledge of the program, what we use there. But I know, for example, that you've been doing that manually. You prefer instead of bots, but you're going to use bots this year. Is that correct?
Yes, I started manually, of course, because I would like to see how the functionalities were displayed, let's say. And then from 2021, from January 2021, I chosen the premium version of LinkedIn, and then I started contacted my potential clients, not only manually but also through the automation tools.
Okay, so you've been using them. So can I ask you, what was the main benefit of using Sales Navigator? With Sales Navigator is the paid version of LinkedIn that we suggest in the program. What has given to you? Do you think would you suggest that? Because that's also a very common question, even if it's not needed. As you saw, Ileana mentioned that initially she started with a free version and without bots. So everything that we teach in the program can also take place without the paid version. You don't need any extra investment of paying the paid version of LinkedIn, which is a quite high investment. Also, an automation tool, which is like very, very affordable, like $15 per month. But still, you can do it everything without any extra budget, like Ileana.
Yes, I started with the free versions, and then I decided to go for the paid one. But
why did you decide to go for the paid one? And what was the main feature, let's say, you've been using and you found it helpful?
Well, for me, it was an investment. I decided to invest for that year because I realized that I had some results with the free version, and so that's why I decided to invest and
Imagine, because if you see results right away, why not? You say, yes, I'm going to reinvest. And I always suggest you to reinvest the money that you make from your marketing efforts into your business, like expanding your marketing tools, paying for the paid version of LinkedIn, or go for an automation tool. But first, you need to become 100% familiar with the free version of the tools, so as to know that you, took everything that the free version has to give you, and then you go and you invest, having the knowledge of the free tool to get the most out of the paid version. Amazing. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. And about the bots, the automation you mentioned also, you've been using them?
Yeah. I also use them. Yeah, also this year. Yes, of course, because you can use them while you are working. And of course, they are much more practical. And then I do the follow-up phase personally, let's say, because I target the messages. And of course, I send the targeted portfolio according to the type of client.
Amazing.
So that's why I usually do the follow-up
manually. And you have
manually.
the sequence created from the program. You have the portfolio recreated many times in the programs. You're also in the alumni, where it means that we can exchange insights about how to use automation tools, how to follow up on specific case scenarios. How do you think that my help really helped you? Because it seems that you're very, marketing literal yourself. You seem confident enough. So what was the main gain, apart of having, your marketing material reviewed and ready for you, since you seem so confident and already with your marketing, and you joined also the alumni, which means it's another investment of yours, like ongoing self-paced support there. What's the main, let's say, benefit you see for yourself, of course, because that's not everyone's,
Well, for me, the main takeaway was the change of mindset, because it completely changed my career. And
Mm-hmm.
of course, I got more and more confident due to the results that I got, and that's why I decided to revamp also a bit my website to have, for example, the portfolio. And I changed it so many times because according to the different clients. And
Yes.
yes, and of course, due to the implementation and
Mhm.
due to some other ideas that come to my mind during the path, I started changing it a bit, and so it was not the same portfolio. It changes really very quickly, let's say. And yes, the main takeaway was for sure the change of mindset.
Can you
And
expand more? My question would be like you mentioned change of mindset, but can you explain to other people that they might watching what's the change of mindset that we all of us say? Because for all of us and for each of us, it's so different than the mindset issues or mindset blocks that we might be, having, and we need to change ourselves. So if you can describe a bit briefly, don't need to go through all
yes,
of it to
I
understand of what the mindset
because
change that would mean.
yeah, I used to look for clients also in the past before these two programs. But I did it in without a strategy, let's say. So that's why probably sometimes I had some results and sometimes not. So the main takeaway is having a strategy that you can implement anytime,
Mhm.
and in any case of need, because if you would like to change, let's say, your clients, or if you have a
Mhm.
particular clients with whom you work to and you want to have more clients, for example, in that area
Mhm.
or in that specific field,
Mhm.
uh, so having the confidence of marketing yourself and proposing
Mhm.
yourself with your service and with your knowledge, because of course the more you get specialized in a field, the more
Mhm.
you are the go-to expert. And yes, that's it. So the power, let's say, to market yourself confidently, because
Confidence, the
yes, the
mindset. I mean,
confidence
about mindset.
and the awareness of being good at what you are doing, and yes, and also understanding the problems of the clients, and so being the problem solver, let's say. So that was the main takeaway, because in the past I was probably more shy, and I didn't feel so confident. So that
Mhm.
was probably why I got some results in some cases,
Mhm.
but yes. But in other
Amazing.
cases, I was not so, let's say, so efficient or
Mhm.
so capable to show
Mhm.
my skills.
So let's
So
get back to your success story. You mentioned
the
about mindset six. You
strategy,
mentioned,
yes, the
yeah,
strategy and the method give you the power,
the
let's
result.
say,
Mhm.
to face clients more confidently.
And what do you think was like, in your case, the success of your portfolios? Why your portfolios you think had so good results for you?
Well, I
And
think the main reason,
would you suggest it to other people?
yeah, of course, I think I
Okay.
have already told them in our lives, but I think that
We have my
the main
people. Mhm.
yes, I think the main feature
Mhm.
is that, of course, it is creative.
Mhm.
So it should be. I think it's not boring.
Mm.
It is easy to read. It can
Okay.
be easily understood. It has more. It has many images, and
Visual.
so yeah, that's why it is probably more visual than probably the content that is written there. But it
Mhm.
is yes, concise, let's say, and it is comprehensive, but it is not too long. So I
Mhm.
think that people can review it very very quickly, and in more or less 10 pages or 12 pages, more or less, you can get a precise idea of what I can offer and what the client can get, and all the benefits.
Can I share my insights, because I've seen your progress and I've seen what you've been doing without, of course, disclosing your
Yes, of course. I'm curious to know your opinion.
Also to answer Eleonora's question. Eleonora, you've sent me a message that the training yesterday was cancelled. Can you please send me details of what training are you referring to? If it was the masterclass, the 2 hours, it happened on Zoom, Eleonora. So if you're looking for the masterclass, the 2 hours has ended. There is a recording only for a limited time available. So if you would like to get access to the recording of the 2 hours masterclass, you need to send me a message. If there was any other training, please let me know which other training was it, so as to give you access. And you mentioned you're from England. Which part from England? I'm really curious. So let's get back to you, Liana. So for me, my insight, since you're curious, I think I've described to you in our previous lives, but I can repeat it here for the people that are just watching us for the first time. I think apart from the fact that you have very good visual parts of your portfolio, which means they were very nicely created. Many of my mentees that they've been creating very good. I'm actually, some of them, I'm asking them, can you create mine as well? Because if you're skillful with a creative part, let's say, that also plays a role. You had from the beginning of the program, a very good brand, and I gave you some guidance on how to recreate the brand for the specific types of clients.
Yeah.
And I think it's always apart from the confidence that you mentioned, to your skills, that you feel enough confident, because you were confident enough before you joined the program, because you got your clients from exhibitions, which means that you were getting out of your comfort zone. You were going there and meet the people in person, which for me it's huge. I'm really, I'm always trembling to do that. I think it's a combination of the success of LinkedIn is the fact that you can find a decision maker. I think I described that yesterday or a previous live of mine. The fact that you can get access to the decision maker right away, which most of the time we don't know who's the decision maker. And if we go to a live event, we don't see what's the job title of the person we're discussing in front of a booth, let's say at an exhibition. Might be the marketing director, might be just an employee, standing there. Might be a secretary, might be even the CEO. You never know who might be the person, standing there in front of an exhibition booth. But when you decide to run a marketing campaign on LinkedIn in a targeted way, it means that you use the filters of LinkedIn and you target that audience in such a way so as to bring you the results that you wish. So let's say okay, in my case, that the import and export manager is the first point of contact, if not the decision maker, and I need to contact them first before I get to whatever the legal department, let's say, of the same company. I set up a strategy, I set up the filters, I use the filters of LinkedIn, and I get a list of 1,000, 2,000 people in that specific profession, okay, and job title. And the second thing that you did and actually took you to the next level is the fact that you gave to those people the information, okay, they would always love to hear from such a professional like you. So we need always to be in their shoes. If you write a portfolio and you put there source and target text, like I've seen many of you send me just to review them, I see that you send me the source text and the target text as a sample of your work included in a portfolio created PDF. That's very wrong when you want to target direct clients. For example, if your direct clients is Dior or Clarins, on the top of your head, I'm not disclosing anything, and you would like, let's say, okay, to contact the marketing director there, would they care about source and target text? Would they be able, okay, from a linguistic aspect, to review the quality of your work and understand, okay, the quality of your work, and if you're a good translator or not? Okay, they might understand the target text, let's say, but they wouldn't be able to judge if you are a better translator from someone else, to compare, let's say, from your competitors. So we need to understand what is that makes our clients, when we contact them on LinkedIn, to build the trust, especially when they have never heard of us before. And in such a short time that we have in a conversation through Messenger or a book call that we have with them, to build the trust, promote ourselves as authority in the field and the go-to expert, and give them that information that builds that trust and promotes ourselves as a go-to expert. And rarely are our degrees, our credentials, and the quality of the work that we do, even if don't underestimate that. I'm a certified translator myself. I believe in high quality skills when it comes to translation, but I believe that nowadays, because of the competition, because the times are really hard, you need to stand out of the competition and you need to have marketing skills like the ones that we teach here. So Ileana, what she did, and that's what I've seen so far, is a part of from having a targeted list of clients so that she knows who to contact. And even if she didn't know in the beginning, at least it became familiar because she mentioned, Ileana, I started slowly.
Yeah,
I
of
tested
course.
my marketing skill. I saw that I get some results. Then based on the results that you get, you're able to, evaluate who is the decision maker, who gets back to me from the different job titles. Let's say I create list. Who is most responsive, from whom I've got any jobs. So you get all these details, and that's why the program is for 3 months. And that's why I really created the alumni for a whole year. So you have enough time to do all this evaluation, and then you go for the paid version, or you take the next step to create very successful targeted list from people that you need, that you know that they need your services, and you know that they will get back to you at some point needing your service, and at the same time you create a target marketing material, might be your website, or I prefer the portfolio because the portfolio can be as targeted as you wish. You cannot change the website every once and then if you don't have the skills, and it's not that affordable to have a web designer to change all of your website when you decide, let's say, to add a niche or to change a campaign. But you can go on canva.com, and if you have recreated one from a professional, you can go and play around with the text, adjusting it to the new niche or to add a new success stories of yours or something you would like to know from you. And instead of putting sample of your work there, source and target text, put the information that build that trust, what they would like to learn from you. Have you ever wondered what would be the reason to choose Ileana from all the other, let's say, cosmetics Italian translators out there, apart from the fact that Ileana is a very good translator? Okay, this is non-negotiable, but most of us we should be. So what I'm suggesting here is, in order to build the trust, you need to show them what you can do for them. And that happens through an 8-10 pages of a portfolio, which is easily consumable, okay? Can be consumed by your, let's say, interested party easily. It's very short, very targeted. You attract their attention to the right information easier. And then with fast results, fast review of your portfolio, they see right away what you can do for them. They see the benefits working with you. They see the results that they can get by working with you, by sharing your success stories there in your previous case studies. So it's easier for them to get involved in a conversation happening on Messenger or to book a call with you so to discuss a potential project. That's what I've seen is happening with Ileana. And the fact that she has the confidence that is needed to go through a call with those clients or to continue the discussion through Messenger, that's, I think, the combination of success. So thank you, Ileana, for saying that. I don't know if, Ileana, is something you would like to change of the things that they described, or you would like to add?
Yes, you were perfectly right, because in the past I used to contact, for example, my potential clients through the exhibitors list of some exhibitions. But as you said, there you find the general email address and not the targeted one. Whereas using LinkedIn, you got in contact directly, for example, with the marketing manager or with the CEO in case of small companies, for example, and you have the chance to contact them directly. And this is a huge chance, because I could have never imagined that I could contact them, for example, in person, because you don't have the time to visit any exhibition in all the world, of course. And of
also
course,
it was COVID. We had COVID also in the meantime.
of course, the situation was a bit complicated compared to nowadays. And yes, of course, it was a big game changer for me.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I hope that
You're
this has
welcome.
been helpful for you guys. If you have more questions about the program, how you can use target portfolios in combination with LinkedIn to get clients on demand. On demand means that whenever you have the capacity, you set up the bot, you set up the LinkedIn profile of your Zora account, you use your target portfolio for specific types of clients or niches you would like to get clients and projects for, and you implement it for 1 week or as long as it's needed so to get the clients and the projects for you. So I don't want to see again people having, the desperate open for work badge. I prefer that you create on your own business opportunities like Ileana does. And whenever you would like, trigger the bot or open LinkedIn account, try contact your clients on a daily, weekly basis. Ileana's just mentioned in the alumni group Okay, I can disclose that. She contacted a few of her clients in a target wave portfolios, and she got back 3 inquiries right away. And she was, that's a very common question I get. I also asked Ileana, and we can discuss that as well. Okay, I got back 3 offers. What I'm going to do if all of them, they accept my code? And that's good. That's great if I get such questions, guys. You don't need to be afraid of growth. That's growth. That's how we grow. We need to get such situations involved so as to find out how we can deal with this. When you work with direct clients, you don't become fully booked working 8 hours per day, so you don't have the capacity to undertake other clients. You set up your own deadlines with direct clients. Even if it's an urgency, you can always have enough time to accept urgent projects, or you use the deadline in such a way so you can save time for your marketing or invoicing or admin work. You are a business owner. You're not just a translator. And that's the first thing I teach in my programs. So we create such strategies based on your personality and the types of clients, the types of projects that you get, so as to have enough time to be able to undertake all of the inquiries and to be able to have happy and satisfied clients and leads that you get through LinkedIn. Is that correct, Ileana?
Yeah, of course, of course. You decide your own times, your own your own budget and the boundaries with the clients. So it's completely
Time, budget,
different
boundaries. Amazing.
as it was for
Amazing.
me in the
Amazing.
past. Yeah, of course.
Described it very nice. Yeah, you set the deadlines. I'm writing here because it's very nice. Deadlines, rates,
Yes,
boundaries.
the rates and the boundaries, of course.
Amazing. Okay, so let's start here. You see the description of the program. I've gone through this. I don't know if you would like to describe it in your own opinion as a graduate already and community manager of the Mentoring for Translators group. If you would like to give your own short description of the program, what does it include? Here we see 3 columns, 3 months is the program. We cover, as you see, all the 3 months, all those things that you see on your screen right now, guys. You can take a screenshot anytime. It's a group program, yes. So would you like, Ileana, to describe what we, let's say, cover as you see it in your screen? You can see them on the screen.
Yes, so of course you have to start with an ideal client avatar, because of course it is essential, because you have to have a very clear idea of the client that you want to address. And then, of course, you define your unique selling proposition, because many of us don't have a clear idea of what it is.
Exactly. And even if we do, we go through a different aspect, okay, in the LinkedIn prospecting system, because we focus on LinkedIn specifically and how to create your ideal client avatar for that specific means of getting clients like LinkedIn.
Yeah, of course. And then once you have done these 2 first points, you of course you have to set a very nice LinkedIn profile description and optimization, of course, because everybody of us has already a LinkedIn profile, but it is not probably written in the correct way. And so you have to optimize it in order that when you contact your potential clients, they see, of course they will have a look at your profile, and they will find there all the information that they need in order to hire you. And yes, from the LinkedIn profile, of course they already know if you are the go-to expert, if you are able to, let's say, to get their trust already. So it is very important to have a very good LinkedIn profile, even if you don't have, for example, a website or anything else. So since you are contacting the clients through LinkedIn, so the profile is really your first tool, I would say, to be introduced to your potential clients. And then, of course, Virginia will give you all the explanations about the tips and tricks about the functionalities of LinkedIn. And you will get the templates about the messages, and so you will learn how to contact the clients in a very targeted way. And you will see that they will answer you positively.
Definitely.
And of course, once they are in your network, you have also to nurture the relationship. And then of course, then you can in the third phase, let's say the phase of the master, you can create content for your clients, and so you learn how the LinkedIn algorithm works. Then of course you can scale up using a sales navigator, and of course introducing also automation tools. So it is a very comprehensive method, and yes, you will receive all the tools and all the tips and tricks that will help you to optimize your profile and to be seen as the go-to expert in your field.
I think everyone, is scared about content creation, and I can share with you the most common question I get. I'm an introvert. I don't want to be visible every day. I find very time-consuming creating content. I don't want to create content to get clients. Most of the people, they're telling me this when they hear this program or the Fully Booked Translator Formula or the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System. And both of the programs, they are not referred to actually content creation, even if I always include a module or two about content, how to create a strategy, tools that you can find inspiration, how to find topics related to your ideal clients, how to leverage your content and the posts to get engagement. I always cover those things. But what would you answer to those people? Of course, I have an answer for them, but I would like to see your opinion as well, since we're answering questions here. And let us know, guys, if you have any more questions, Eleonora, all of you guys that you're watching us. I see that there are many, many people watching us live right now. What is your main concern about joining such a program, apart from the fact that you're afraid of content creation? So what would you answer, Ileana, to those that they tell you, I don't want to content creation, I don't want to be visible on a daily basis on LinkedIn so as to find clients? This is not the case here, but what would you answer to them?
Well, of course, if you the problem is that if you are not visible, you are invisible also to your clients. So that's the problem. You have to be visible. So
I mean visible, like creating videos or creating content and creating posts, which is not needed just to get clients.
Well, of course, it is not needed. So everybody of us can decide to post, for example, once a week, every day, every 2 days. So it's completely personal. Of course, you have to post content that should have a value, that must have a value for your clients, of course. And then of course it's up to you. You can decide if you would like to post, for example, every day or once a week. So it's completely personal. But the most important thing is that when even if you post only once a week, when you post it, you are aware of the right way in which to post and to show, for example, your skills, or I don't know if you have taken part into a CPD or anything else. So the most important thing is that you are aware of what to do, and you have the knowledge, so you can do it whenever you like.
What I can tell for sure is that you don't need to create content to get fully booked. None of my programs are created specifically for you to get clients through content, because that's what my initial concern, myself included. I didn't want to create content on a daily basis, and I also found it very time consuming when I was starting out my career to be able to translate, to proofread, to issue invoice, to contact clients, and at the same time to create content. It was too much.
Yeah.
I have to confess that I have trusted marketing agents here in Greece, and I pay them on a monthly basis to create content also for my translation company, and they didn't bring me the desirable results. So content is something really, really difficult. And apart from being difficult, because it needs strategy, it needs someone from inside the industry to help you, someone very familiar with the social media to bring those results. It also includes the visual part, that you need to create very nice visual parts and text as well. It's a fact that it's very long-term strategy, which means that it might take you 6 to 1 year to get results from your content. Even if on my Instagram I get clients for my coaching business very easily, but it has to do with a different type of niche and type of industry and types of clients. So for me, what really worked was email marketing and LinkedIn prospecting when I started growing my translation business successfully. And I found out that I was able to reach 6-figure business and 10K months and even 28K projects by setting up an active marketing campaign for me that doesn't include content creation on a daily basis. So what I used to do, it was a strategy behind the scenes that no one was able to see what I was doing, and I was creating targeted lists of my potential clients to contact them in a professional way, non-salesy, and get the results that I want. Once you have your marketing material ready, like your cover letters, your CVs, your portfolios on your website ready, and your LinkedIn profile, then you just implement, you create your targeted list, and the clients get back to you whenever they need your services, because it's not like a blouse or a t-shirt that you need to raise, let's say, awareness, and then maybe they will be triggered to buy it. They need translation source to buy them from you, to ask you for a code. So that's why it has a particularity. Our industry needs numbers as well. It's not like you're going to contact 100 people and you're going to get projects. You need to be visible to them on a daily basis, so to stay on top of mind, as we say in marketing. And how you can do that apart from content, through LinkedIn prospecting and email marketing. The fully booked translator formula is focused on email marketing, because it's also a traditional way that many people, they get 10K months through email marketing. But LinkedIn prospecting has taken marketing and campaigns to the next level for me. Most people, they get so fast results. And I can describe to you that there are people that they also describe that in my success stories and testimonial videos on my YouTube channel. You can see it's totally live. I don't go and, correct the videos. Whatever they say live, it's just for, we have not, let's say, described before what we're going to say. Even with Ileana today, we didn't discuss like, Ileana, you're going to say this or that. No, never. I always leave people to be spontaneous in the videos. I really want to tell the truth. So when Catherine Lelson, for example, she went live with me, she mentioned that, and if you check her out, she has zero online activity, zero, literally. And she got 10K months so fast back because she was implementing 50% of the things I was teaching in the program behind the scenes, without creating content on a daily basis and without being visible through online methods like LinkedIn or Instagram or social media or videos or TikTok. You don't need to. Of course, it's an add-on. Of course, it's always good to have an online presence. Of course, creating content might bring you results, but you don't need it. And most of us, including myself, when we reached 10K months in six-figure business, we didn't use content marketing. I see content marketing as an additional method when you are already satisfied with your marketing campaigns, email marketing campaign and LinkedIn prospecting, and you get the desirable results, and you have thousands of your ideal clients in your network, then to invest in content marketing. Because some of you come to me and you tell me, Virginia, I hired someone to do my content marketing, and I paid them that amount of money, huge amount of money, like 4 figures amount of money per month to create my content. I ask them, how many people you have in your network? And they tell me only 40 people or 100 people. Guys, you need first to expand your network with your ideal clients. You need to raise awareness of who you are and what you do. You need to attract as many clients, interested parties as you can into your network. LinkedIn might be, Instagram, you choose the means, and then you invest in content marketing. Because if you go right away to create content with 0 people there to interact with, then it will take forever to grow.
Yeah.
The people that they really want to get 6-figure, and people that they would really like to get 10K months, as is my promise in the programs, in less than a year, in 3 months or so, most of you get such results. You need to implement the tactics, the processes that I implement myself, and I've been teaching since 2020, already 3 years, and they really, really work. And you don't need to be visible and to be active on a daily basis on social media. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ileana, do you agree?
Yeah, of course. The most important thing is that you can learn how to do it. Then, if you would like to use it, it's up to you. So it's not compulsory, of course. It is recommended. But if you decide, for example, to expand your network first, you can create content, for example, in a second phase or later on. So,
or you can skip it forever. I've seen people working with me, they're making 10K months, they never go live with me telling that publicly, but I know because they confess that to me, and they have 0 activity. And I have some of them that they're confessing that publicly. No, Juliana recently she created, her robust content marketing activity after she got already 10K months and consistent, 5-figure months and 6-figure business. So content is not the case. So you don't need to worry by seeing such a title, the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system, that you're going, let's say, to create content. No. So here, Ileana, I would like to share with you, and you can share also your biggest numbers here if you want, some of great results here. Those are very old. I have included some very new, but yet again, to get 1,399 views on your profile is huge. I remember one one participant in my workshop on Tuesday, they mentioned, okay, it's not about the views, it's about engagement. No, guys, we need the views. That's what we do on online social media methods. We need to be visible. We need to stay on top of mind of our clients. That's what we do. Why is that? So as to remember us, to stay on top of their mind. So whenever they need our services, we will be the first that they will remember to refer to a potential client that they need our service, or to give us work if those people they have already, they need our service. And here you see 2,050% profile views in 1 week. Did you see that, Ileana?
Yeah.
The 2,000 here in green, because it's very small. I don't know if you consider if I need to enlarge the scale. But for me, it's amazing. It's the biggest result that I have ever seen so far in my programs. I was very proud to share that some people had, let's say, 800, 900% more views. And now in this program, this round that the program ends, Diana, I think Romanian translator, Diana, correct me if I'm wrong, because she's based in the United Kingdom, she got 2,000 views. The moment she implemented my instructions to her LinkedIn profile, just changing a few things on her LinkedIn profile, without time-consuming method, without creating content on a daily basis, without going and selling to other clients. No, she just added the keywords the way that we discussed in the program. She recreated her headline and about section, her banner, and her photo, and she got 2,050% more views in 1 week. That's a huge growth, and that happens for free. That's what I would really like, to focus on. LinkedIn is for free and we don't use it. In order to get 2,000 views in 1 week on your website, you need to pay ads. And I doubt that you will get such results unless, you are many years there having a website that is very active. You have invested on SEO, search engine optimization. And on LinkedIn, you can get it by just updating, your LinkedIn profile accordingly the way that you mentioned earlier, showing to LinkedIn algorithm who's your ideal client, what you can do for them, how you can help them overcome any challenge, or you can help them achieve any goal. That's what we do in the program. Very simple tactics that people, they don't know. It's a very common misconception that you need to go there and talk about you. The clients, they don't care about you. They are not at the stage nurtured enough to care. And I don't say that to underestimate you or me. What I'm trying to tell you here in terms of marketing is, if you would like to build trust and if you would like them to give you work, talk about them. Ask them their challenge, their problems. Talk about the benefits working with you. Talk about the results your clients are going to get working with you. If you change that mindset, Ileana mentioned, if you recreate your website, your LinkedIn profile for free, you will be able to see such results. This is my profile. April 17th, 28,000 views. Can you see that, those analytics? Of course, I have 7,000, okay. But 28,000 views, those are impressions, which, okay, I include views there is mostly, and 631% more views. Why is that? Because I started, being more active. So whenever I hire someone, or whenever I run a LinkedIn prospecting campaign, or I create some content, I get those 1,000 views. What I'm trying to tell you here is that LinkedIn is so powerful. Most of the translators, they come to me and they tell me, I don't know how to use LinkedIn. And in this program, you can make progress and you can use LinkedIn and you can get the same results, even if you are a starting out translator with zero experience on LinkedIn, or if you are already advanced using LinkedIn, but you would like to take to the next level. So no matter what is your starting point in business, okay, or in general on LinkedIn, this program can help you. And this is just a short screenshot I took right now. I had in mind to include it here, but since we're talking about success stories, this is, I think, Rosalina. She's a very low profile person in my program. I didn't expect to see that message. And always, you surprise me, guys, because I get such very good messages from people that are very, like Liana, she was very low profile in the program. She didn't show like the developments she's going to have, like Luna. Also, Luna is very low profile. And you see that those people that they're working behind the scenes slowly, they're so powerful. And you see this Rosalina, she was so silent, let's say, during the program. At the end, like this last week, she wrote to me, I have already spent 6 months trying this and that, all the possible formulas, and I came across through colleagues and professional associations with no luck. And for the first time, she mentioned in the program, and I thank you so much, Rosalina, if you're here watching us, I have a method that works because it is the best approach to the translation business. Now I feel confident about what I'm doing. Thank you, Virginia, for sharing your knowledge and your formula. And thanks, everyone, because your questions and insights helped me improve. And that was a spontaneous message, Ileana. It was not like through the form that I ask everyone, to give me testimonial or something. So you realize it counts more and more and double if I see such a spontaneous message, said by people that they show their gratitude to my work for them. Thank you, Rosalina. And I hope, guys, that you will get such results. Those of you who have already joined, 7 people have already joined for June's program. Amazing. That starts in June. And here you see 10,000 views, 10,220 views. Here, 3,500 views. All those people, they're going, 850% more views, 900% more views. All those people that visit your profile, 850% more views. They're going to visit your profile, not only your content. So they're going to visit your profile and they're going to see, what you can do for them. That's what we are trying to do, to attract as many, ideal clients that we know that they need our services, they work in our language combinations, to visit our profile, and then to start natural conversations with them, just to stay on top of their mind, and whenever they have work to give us. Is that correct, Liana?
Yeah, of course. You have to get in contact with them, and then of course you have to nurture the relationship, because you have to get their trust first, and then they will give you the projects.
Exactly. And here you see, for example, spontaneous messages. 12 messages are nothing, someone might say. And you will see later on, I will share Sarah's example. She was able to send 2,000 messages in 2 weeks. She got back multiple times the investment of the program because of the projects that she got. But here you see, she's very happy, this person. Why? Because she was able to send 12 messages and get 3 replies. And that's, for me, it's huge, because we set up a process that really works. We see right away the results. If the numbers, even if the numbers are low, still we see the results. And the most important, we get out our comfort zone, and that's when growth happens. If we keep doing the same things that we were doing until today, we will keep getting the same results. So by implementing some methods like LinkedIn prospecting, contacting our clients in a professional, non-salesy way, but doing this for the first time, and which helps us to grow as people and as persons, not only as professionals, when we do things that we're not. I don't know if you remember, Ileana, the first time that you implemented your first campaign. Do you remember the feeling?
Yes, I was so, I don't know. So I had the feeling that I was, let's say, somehow not wasting my time, but I thought, oh my God, so many emails, so many people. Nobody will answer me. Nobody will take care of my email. But I was completely wrong, because every time you do one thing for the first time, you are probably skeptical, I would say. And yes, but I was completely wrong. So as soon as the first results came, then of course, I got completely convinced.
And about confidence that you mentioned, see, this is what we see here. I have also fallen behind with the challenge. There was a challenge there, but I have to admit that I feel more confident now to start a conversation with people who send me a connection request. I just used to accept the connection request without thanking them, or even trying to establish a conversation, as I didn't want to seem salesy. Honestly, I learned many things during this mini course. It was about a mini course. So thank you guys for sending me so kind messages and expressing your feelings, because we've all of us been there. It wasn't easy, and it's not easy. Some of you are telling, oh, Virginia, it's very time consuming. Oh, it's not easy. Success is not easy. If to be successful or have a 6-figure business, it was easy, everyone would have a 6-figure business. Everyone would be gaining 10K months. It's not for everyone. Not because not everyone can do this. It's because not everyone is willing to get out of their comfort zone. Not everyone is willing to invest their time and their passion and money to such a program to get things going. Not everyone, is eager to learn new things and to get out of their comfort zone. So if you would like to grow, and if you have secondary thoughts, book a call with me to discuss, or you can chat with Ileana on LinkedIn, or you can get in touch with Ileana on social media. She's very helpful. And I think by having you, Ileana, here sharing also your story is different, because some people, they think, I'm extrovert, Virginia, you're extrovert, you're already successful. Doesn't mean that everyone can do this. No, I've been there. That's what I described in the masterclass on Tuesday. I've been there. I used to get paid 1.5 cents. I didn't know that it was very too low. I didn't know that I won't be able to pay my bills. I've been there. I was struggling, trying so many methods, like Rosalina's message earlier here. She mentioned so many different ways that she tried, association, different methods, and she didn't get any results. And now she has a process that she gets few results, 3 appointments. Yes, it's 3 appointments. And sending 12 messages. Yes, it's 12 messages. And Sarah, she got 2,000 messages. It always depends, how confident you are and ready to start implementing. But also, Ileana mentioned she was skeptical. Also, Ileana mentioned she has secondary thoughts that I'm losing my time, I'm contacting people, they're not getting back to me. But have you heard of the law of attraction? We attract what we think about. We need to be positive, okay?
Yeah.
Toxic, toxically positive, but we need to be positive. We need to have thoughts of the things that we would like to attract instead of those that we wouldn't like to attract. So if you tell, yes, this is going to work, like I'm keep telling also to my friends, if you say you cannot do it, then you're right. And if you say you can do it, again, you're right. So whatever you convince yourself that you're capable of, that's going to be your future. Rarely we, let's say, achieve a success unless we think we are capable of. And I can tell you that the reality has already exceeded my expectations. So you don't need, okay, to let's say, think that I've never expected what I'm doing right now. I've never expected that I will have six-figure business, but I expected, that I would like to reach independence, on my working hours. I would like to work remotely. I would like to work from home. I remember telling myself I would like to reach, let's say, some amount of money every month just to feel independent and not to be a burden to my family. I remember telling those things. And I remember that I was telling things like, I deserve it. I can do it. I will try. And I remember always the words of my mother, like, you need to do your best and then the results will come. But you need to do your best. And your best is not like things that they are in your comfort zone. You need to get out of your comfort zone to go a step further with your practice that you do so as to see the results that you wish. So the 12-week program starts in June, the week June 12, because from 1 to 5, I will be on a Greek island with Ileana, Lisa, Mira, Patricia, Christina.
For our retreat.
Yeah, for our retreat. So when I get back, we start right away with the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system on a weekly basis, 1 hour, because you asked me how it works. So days and times will be based on your availability. Usually it's Tuesday or Thursday, 5 or 6 p.m. Central European time, based on your availability, because we have people from all over the world. And I'm trying to adjust the timings to the different time zones because I really want people to join me. I have one interested from Australia. I will do my best because for me, it's really important to join live. But even if you cannot join, the last round I had some people that they were taking their PhD or master degrees and they couldn't be live. So again, the recording will be right away available the moment that we join. Who is going to teach? That's a great question. I'm always curious, okay, how you came up, myself and no one else. When does the early bird price expires? There was an early bird price that was only for 24 hours valid and it has already expired, and 6 of you joined with this price. It was until Tuesday midnight, and now have until this Tuesday, the upcoming Tuesday, April 25 midnight, the regular early bird price for 2,540 euros. And it's going to be, so this is not the current price for those that you're asking me. And every year the price changes because we add more things. So I have added a script on how to run a discovery call. I have a script how to get a 5-figure deals. I have a script of a full sequence of messages, not only 2 messages, but full sequence of 7, 8 messages, and how you can nurture that relationship. So I add always things that I think that will bring more value. Plus, I really want to keep the numbers less than 20 every year. So that's why I bring more value and I keep the price that level. Plus, I've seen that those that don't invest, they don't get the results. If I told you to join this program for free, most probably you wouldn't get the same results. And I've done that, Ileana, once, just to help some people to join voluntary because they couldn't pay. And I regret it because of the fact that they didn't get any results, because they weren't ready enough to make the effort that is needed to see the result that they are needed. And all of those things that they hold you back from having such an investment to make 2,000 euros. If you don't have 2,000 euros to invest, then most probably you won't be able, okay, to get the results that you want. It's a matter of mindset here.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. So it was very generous of you. But yes, if you are not willing to invest not only your money, but also your time, your efforts, and so on, so you won't succeed. So it's not a matter of being shy or extrovert, because I know I am also shy. So it depends on the situation, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, when it comes to business and you have to do some things, you have to do that, and that's it. So it's not about, let's say, motivation, but yes. So if something is healthy, let's say, for your business, then it's good to have that. And this is an investment that for sure pays off.
Yeah, I've never heard anyone regretting, because I cannot guarantee,
No.
I cannot guarantee results because I don't know how you're going to work, how much effort you're going to put, and what is your main goal. So I need to have such information so as to guarantee results. But I can guarantee that you have the process, the knowledge, the tools, all of your marketing material ready, reviewed, revamped, all of your questions are answered, something that I didn't have when I started out. And that's something I can guarantee right now that you are going to get, and much more. I always over deliver. I always prefer to give more rather than to have people that they are not satisfied with the content of my trainings. I always over deliver, but I cannot guarantee the results, because even if I was promising to you 10K months, I would have never expected, like Catherine, for example, 20% of the things I'm teaching to reach such results. So I wouldn't be, let's say, fair enough guaranteeing something that even exceeded my expectations of your results as well, Ileana and Luna. So getting Lunacy gets 5-figure projects, that's huge success. So sometimes you even exceed my expectation, guys. So I don't want, sky's the limit here for you. As long as you want to achieve it, you have the process, you have the tools. There is no more excuse here for that. And I don't know if you would like, something to add to this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the problem. That many of us don't have the methods and the knowledge, probably, because as you know, so I also were in your shoes when I started out. So there wasn't any program or mentor or anything else that could help you.
Yeah.
So this is a big help, because
it took me 1 year to write my CV. It took me 1 year. I was researching for online, and I remember there was only one guide for one translator from the UK. She was very well known, Marta. Back then, she's not still in the business. And 1 year to write a CV. And right now, I'm telling you that you will have your LinkedIn profile, your email signature, your website, your portfolio, your CV, your cover letter, your LinkedIn messages, your process, your systems, everything ready in 3 months. And for me, it took me just 1 year for one CV. You realize the difference of growth that we can have.
Yes,
plus,
of course.
On my experience, because I created the first voluntary program for certified translators here in English for the Certified Translator Association, the graduates of my university. And I did it with all of my heart, and I really believed in that. I remember I was working until 3, 4 a.m. in the morning to create such a program that not everyone believed in. So I had many people, against that initiative, which afterwards, they really wanted to work in this mentoring program, work voluntary. So they changed their mind somehow. I remember that doing that voluntary, no one got 10K months. But when I started, being paid for my service, because the mentees asked me so. I remember Irene Spanaki was the first Greek that she asked me to pay me for such service. And I remember I was getting 400 euros, something like that. I remember she didn't even come to the last 2 sessions because she was already fully booked with 4 sessions that we did back then. And she came back again to work with me. And I have her twice, I think, on my success stories videos on my YouTube channel. She's a Greek translator. You can find her. I saw what people were capable of doing. So don't underestimate the fact that you need to make an investment to get results, and always think, of course, if you see some results, go to my success stories, vmentoring.com/success-stories to find out. Don't trust anyone. But the higher the investment, is always the higher the results. My coach, I pay my coach 10K. I have never regretted the amount of money I pay her, because that's how she helps me to have created 2 different online businesses. What you give is what you take. And sometimes what you take might be even multiple times more than what you invest. As here, for example, most of you tell me, Virginia, you charge too low. Virginia Perez, I think, was a Spanish translator. She told me, Virginia, what you charge is very low in comparison to what you teach us. So it's you that you tell me so, and I believe you. So let's continue with the questions, because I would like in 5 minutes to end this call. Don't want to hold you back. So what I mean, if that's going to be in a group, how does it work? Ileana, would you like to answer this?
Yes, it is very simple. It is like this live. So everybody has got their camera open and their mic open. And it is a classroom, let's say, and there is
virtual class,
virtual, of course, classroom. And yes, and everybody has got its own, let's say, spot in, let's say, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. You can explain your own situation, the progress that you have done, and so on. So, and you, of course, you have some benefits from your own situation, and then of course you can get some inspiration, and you can get strength and many insights also from listening to other people
That's very good, because some of you,
that are
I would
colleagues,
like
like
to interrupt you. Yeah, to interrupt you, because some of you tell me, Virginia, I have graduated from the fully booked translator formula. I just would like 50% discount and 50% of the program. I would suggest you to join the whole program. Of course, I give discounts to people. They are recurring clients. And of course, the maximum I've given is 40% discount to join. So you get half of the price. But I would suggest you to go through all the modules, even if you have gone through in previous programs of mine or if my one-to-one VIP, because you get so many insights and so much knowledge from other people's, feedback, questions, sharing their materials. So don't underestimate the power of the international community and the networking that happens there. I'm sorry, I just would like to add this.
No problem. Yes, of course. So everybody of us is different. We have different countries, different language combinations, and so on. But yes, but the problems and the issue we face every day are really very similar. So we can help each other in any case.
So it means that we go live on Zoom in a group call, all of us, open camera. That's how does a session look like.
Open camera and open microphones.
Private, everything confidential.
Of course, yes. It is a, let's say, restricted group.
Exactly. Of course. And it's only for you that you would like to get access to the recordings for a whole year. Only the paid members, they get access for a whole year. And we have also a closed group.
And that is extremely useful, because if you are absent, for example, once or twice, you can rewatch the recording, and then you can in any time of the day contact through the group, through the Facebook group.
For different client types, you can reuse the same strategy to create the same strategy for different niches, different types of clients. You can get access and watch as many times as you wish, pausing the videos. You can do it on a weekend or on your holidays or whenever you have the free time to do so. So some people, they actually have seen them asking me to get access for second or third year was Deborah, I remember. So definitely it's worth it. Let us know if you have any more questions. What was here? How do you work with identifying needs, set goals, and create a plan? Yes, because my main goal is to identify your needs. I will be sending you those that they have already purchased by tonight today. They will be sent an onboarding form. It's a very thorough onboarding form where I will be asking you your current situation, your previous year's income, your ideal situation, your goals for the upcoming year. And I will take that into consideration. Everything is always confidential. It's not shared with anyone else, so as to create and tailor the content of the program based on your needs. That's how I identify your needs. That's how I set the goals. Together we set the goals. And of course, we create a plan for you, for your own personality and your own business models and the results, the types of clients and projects you would like to get. So that's why I'm telling you it's not a course. So because it's tailored to your own needs. And let's come to the next question that says, I did a course about marketing for freelance translators and it was very helpful. The trainer was only giving us lots of tips and ideas. I hadn't considered many of them, so it was good, but not very much specific. So what would you say here, Ileana?
Yes, a course is something different as mentoring. So mentoring means that you are, let's say you have a coach, you have a mentor side by side, and of course you can get feedback upon your personal situation, on your personal needs. And so it's completely different from a course. In a course, you learn something and that's it. Whereas in a mentoring program, you have the chance to put in practice everything that has been taught in the
implementation part and the personalized feedback. That is the main difference of this program. That's why I don't call it a course. Usually through a course, you learn, you write down, you take notes, you take the material, and that's it.
Yeah.
No one tailors the content for you. You don't get practical feedback on how you could establish, let's say, prospecting sites for your own needs. No one tells you what if the clients, they don't reply. What if you get a specific answer, how to react? What if that happens for you, how you can, let's say, adjust the strategy? No one. And that's why I really encourage you, if you're an action taker, join this program, because I will really ask you to take action so as to be able to take as much as you can from this program. I don't want just to teach you and give you the resources. I would have done that for free. I would be able to create, a recorded video, and I would have it on a platform. I would have it for 50 euros, 90 euros, all of the material. You could get access through recordings, but I wouldn't have had so good success stories and such testimonials on videos on my YouTube channel and my website. Why is that? Because I think the result of your success is the result, of course, of your action, but also the part that you get feedback. You have a community to motivate with each other to brainstorm and get to more ideas. And also the fact that you implement at the same time, so as to be able to get out of your comfort zone and not to have an imposter syndrome, blocking you. Whereas people that they have joined or paid me for a workshop, let's say, and they get all the material, they don't implement. Rarely they do. There are some people they have implemented and they got very good results and very good clients, and they came back to me for my paid programs. But what I can really promise to you, and what's the investment for? It's for the accountability. It's for having someone as your accountability partner to be accountable for your progress, to be able to have someone to ask questions along the way, and to have someone to help you get out of your comfort zone whenever you tell me, Virginia, I cannot do this because my ideal client has 2 different job titles, so I cannot create. Or I cannot do this because I cannot create a message for both different, let's say. Or I cannot do. Usually we find so many excuses to hold ourselves back from taking action that you cannot even imagine. And also you don't understand the moment that you make those excuses. You think that this is the reality, and that's the main trap here. And then tell you, and I have many people in this round that I'm telling them, whatever is the name, this is not the reality. I can help you do this. Get out of your comfort zone and stop making, secondary thoughts and having minds and blocks that they're keeping you, back from taking action, because that's what you're describing now. That's an excuse. It's like, I don't have the time. My client, is not on LinkedIn. I don't have this. I don't have that. So many excuses. And they end up sending 2 messages in 2 weeks, where other people, they send 2,000. That's, I think, the main benefit you can get from joining such a program, to help you overcome those minds and blocks, to help you get out of your comfort zone and the imposter syndrome that you might be dealing with as a translator. Most of us were very perfectionists, and that's the reason why the perfectionism and overthinking on things that they don't really matter. Most of you don't send messages. Why? Because, okay, what if they reject me? What if they don't get back to me? What if they don't accept my connection request? What if they think that I'm going to sell to them? Nothing of this happens. And what if they reject you? So what? So what's the worst case scenario that might happen? We tend to have so many thoughts that they are not the reality out there, that they hold us back from taking action. And we cannot get the income we wish. We cannot make the lifestyle that we wish. We cannot reach the financial freedom that we wish. Why? Because we have fears in our mind that they're not, of course, the reality. And that's, of course, the meaning of a fear. It doesn't really have to do with reality. So the sessions took place on Zoom, private. And if you cannot attend one session live, you can get access to the recording, feedback, all of the programs about getting feedback. And everyone, yes, start at once. So as all of you, to build a community, to build a relationship. And I know that, for example, Ileana can attest that after 3 years, Ileana, I think you joined the first program in 2020, you have kept relationships, and you also exchange collaboration opportunities with people that you in the 3-month program. So this is the reality.
Yeah, of course, because once you get to know people and you trust them, of course, they become friends, let's say, not only colleagues.
Exactly. And
of course, if I have the chance to outsource something, of course, I have given such opportunities to the members of the community, of course, because they have my trust, because we are like-minded colleague. And so I don't have to explain them.
Trust is built because you work towards your goals and you exchange personal information with each other. So you trust them to give them work. And actually, I have some news to share. Even Ileana, she doesn't know, and Luna, she doesn't know. We're creating a directory. It was an idea of one member of the Fully Booked Translator Formula. She asked me to do so, and most of the members were really positive with this. We're going to create a directory for the people that they have graduated from such programs. Most of them are 6-figure, 5-figure, and very good translators, and you have built the relationship with each other. So there will be an official directory just to promote your services there, to gain visibility for potential projects based on your language combination and your specialization. And also, whenever you would like to exchange your services, you can find a full list of all of the graduates that they are willing, of course, to share publicly their information to get projects and opportunities of collaboration through that list, so as not to look for such colleagues through, your own programs. You can get access. I don't know how you find this idea, Ileana. I was really surprised that everyone was very positive. Yeah, everyone was very positive. Everyone would like to join. So I'm going to put that into practice. Of course, Ileana and Luna, they're going to help me because it's something that needs a lot of preparation as well. And we're preparing also the certificates. So there's another, add-on. You get all of your certificates if you have joined any of my programs. So definitely ask for the certificate and send me an email if you are a graduate of any of my programs and you would like to be listed on this directory where you can get projects and opportunity from other colleagues and who knows more, even from more clients. Do you plan on offering another session later this year? Usually no. The Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System happens June, July, August until September. And the fully booked translator formula takes place on January, February, March of the next year will take, and I will see if I will create a new program for September, November, December, but that is not going to be the same. It's going to be a totally new one. What's the difference between a course and this program? I think Liana described that very, very well previously. So thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Liana, for so generously sharing your information, your success here, and how you've been getting clients.
It's a pleasure for me.
Through LinkedIn, always pleasure seeing you. Can wait to have you here in Greece, and I know that you will be staying longer.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
We have booked already our rooms, and we have only one space for the rooms, the same hotel. The hotel has been already fully booked, and also the retreat. So if you would like to join us on the same hotel, next to the pool we're going to have, they told me, or in the breakfast area, the session. So if you would like to join us on such scenery to work with us on 3 different workshops and daily 3 hours workshops while enjoying the Greek sun and sea and testing wines and Greek food in the night and the beaches in the day, join us. It's vmentoring.com/retreat. So as to find out more, one more spot in our hotel. And yes, we might open more positions, but we need to find another hotel or another options for accommodations. Accommodation for you. It's very affordable, the island, and in early June it's very quiet. So definitely recommend you, if you would like to join Greece with native Greek myself, to take you where I really love. Please feel free to contact me or Ileana or Luna, and we will get back to you. So the Ultimate LinkedIn Prospecting System, getting back to this, starts in June. 3-month program will end in September, and you will have everything ready to start getting clients and become fully booked business in September. Even if you are starting out newbie with 0 clients, 0 experience, you can join. Even if I have people, they join with 30 years plus of experience, and they join to leverage their LinkedIn skills. So no matter what's the starting point when it comes to LinkedIn or your business, you can still join. I can still help you. Okay, and I would like to share the link to book a free call with me. Okay, because I will be traveling in May. So if you're thinking of joining us, this is the best time. So book a free call with me or ask Luna or Ileana about the program, or any of my participants that you find the success stories page. You can get back to them. Everything is publicly shared, so feel free. But Ileana definitely, she can give you more insights because she's most of the programs that I have ever created. I think all of the programs. So she can give you a better insight of how the programs work and the differences. Thank you everyone for staying that long. I see all of you, most of you, you've been staying for so long, 1 hour and 60 minutes, going on 70. Have a great weekend, all of you guys. Thank you, Liana, for being here. Anything else you'd like to add before we close? Have a great weekend, you too.
You too. So feel free to ask me if you have any doubts, and that's it. So
you're so generous, Ileana. Thank you so much. And it's such a pleasure having you and working with you and see your progress. Can't wait to see you in Greece. And thank you guys for being here live. If you're watching the recording, use #recording, tag me afterwards, or me or Ileana. Ask me anything in the chat, or you can book a free call with me through my calendar, or send me DM or me or Ileana, and we can get back to you as soon as possible. The registration closes on Tuesday, and if there are remaining spots afterwards, the price will be almost double. So join now so as to get advantage of the early bird price and to starting with the preparation exercise that we need, the onboarding form and so on. So that's why we have the 1 month. Plus, I will be traveling in the meantime, and we start in June. So as to be ready and prepared in September. Also, the timings that I choose my trainings really play a role, like the summer, so as to be ready in September to get as much work as you can, and also in January, February, March, when they start the year, to start the year and boost it. So It's very good at timing. It's not because it's summer that you're not going to get success or results. I can tell you the opposite. Usually during the summer, you can get ahead of your competition because everyone is slowing down. So there are more work opportunities for you at that timing, and definitely having everything ready in September, boom, there will be such a growth for you. Wait to see you inside the program. I have only one spot for my VIP one-to-one. We didn't discuss that. What's the difference with one-to-one and VIP and the group? I will be going tomorrow live. If you would like to join me live, you can find me on LinkedIn, YouTube, or the Mentoring for Translators group event section. Click there to find the timings. And from Monday to Tuesday, before we close, I might have some surprises for you, and maybe also we go live with the new participants just to get to know what will be the new participants in the program. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Leonora.
everybody.